Okay, loop delays. So first thing that we're going to do when we have a question like this is to check how many cycles each instruction is going to have. So I'll start here. First instruction, that's going to have, okay, move literal to W, one cycle, move W into file, one cycle, one cycle, one cycle. Decrement file, skip if 0 can be 1 or 2 cycles, and then go to, that's 2 cycles. Decrement file, skip if 0, that's 1 or 2 cycles. And then go to, that's 2 cycles, go to 2 cycles. No op is 1 cycle. Return is 2 cycles. Okay, now that I'm done with this, next thing I'm going to do is to check how many loops I have. Okay, so how do you check the number of loops? You check the number of decrement files, skip if zeros that you have. So for each one of them here, that's going to be a loop, this is going to be a loop, and there's no other one. So I know I'm going to have 2 loops, but something is going to be executed first before I get to my first loop, and then I'm going to go into my second loop, and then something else is going to be executed after I do my second loop. So here I'll write down and say there's going to be something executed, so I'll just call them loose. Then I'll have loop number 1, and then I'll have loop number 2, and then after that I'm going to have something else, loose ends. So this is the ending one. Yeah. Okay. Now for the loose ones are everything that I'm going to execute before my first loop. So I'll get here and say, okay, before the first loop, I'm going to execute this one cycle, one cycle, one cycle, one cycle. And then from here, I'll say decrement file. Okay, what am I going to execute? Loop number 1 starts here. So this is going to be loop number 1. And now if I check what's in D2, okay, D1 has a value. This value is greater than 0 or 1. So I'm still safe. So decrement file, skip if 0. This is going to be executed as 1 cycle because it's not going to skip. So here I'll say this is going to be executed as 1 cycle. And then after this is executed as 1 cycle, go to $+2 is going to be executed because I'm not going to skip this instruction. So this is going to be executed as 2 cycles. So this will be executed 2 cycles. And then it says +2, so I'm going to skip this. That's 1, 2. And then this is going to be executed 2 cycles. And this one says go back to delay 0, which is back here. So now that I've completed this, I can see I'm back where I started again. Now it's going to repeat this several number of times, and then when it's done with this whole thing, this will now be executed as 2 cycles when D1 gets to 0. So this will be 2 cycles, and then it's going to skip this go to here, and then come to the second loop here. So this is where loop number 2 starts. So I'll start here at loop number 2 and say loop number 2 is going to be executed here as decrement file, skip if 0, D2. The value in D2 is okay, D2. Now that's not a 0, so I'm going to take that value and say decrement. It's not going to skip because the value is not going to be 0. So this instruction is going to be executed as 1 cycle, and then go to delay 0. And this one is going to do delay 0. That's 2 cycles here for the go to. Now delay 0, I know this is where loop 1 is. So it's going to come back here where loop 1 is. And then I know that when loop 1 is done, it's going to come back to loop 2. And then when this goes to 0, or when D2 becomes 0, this will now be executed as 2 cycles. And then from here, it's going to skip this instruction and go to this one here, which is go to, so this is, I'll just put this as the ending instruction. So this one is 2 cycles, go to +1, so +1 is the next one, and the no op is 1 cycle, and the return is 2 cycles. So this part here is complete. Now we'll do the calculations now to see how we get the time.